Okay, we're making the croquette bottoms. You're gonna have 2 of these pieces. I'm not following the directions exactly because I made them exactly last time and I don't like how the bands go for the ties. So we're gonna do something different. So it's gonna be a little bit hacked. But so there's gonna be 2 of these. You're gonna put them right sides together, which I already did because I forgot to record. So you're gonna put them right sides together and then you're gonna sew the crotch seams. Like that. Okay, so then we're gonna open it up and like kind of line up the seams together. And then this is gonna be our inseam. So we're gonna go ahead and sew that like all the way right here. So this, we're gonna sew this. If you want the pattern, I will list who I got it from. And it gives you all the directions on what to do. I'm just doing a little bit different just because I don't like it with the bands. I tried it that way and I just don't like the way that it lays. That's just personal preference. So we're just gonna hack it a different way. Okay, this part is so long because we're going to do the fold over waistband. I'm going to leave that till the end, so I'm going to do the fold over waistband last. So right here, where the edge of our legs are, is going to be where our ribbons are going to go. You can use pieces of fabric or you can use ribbon. I have mine cut, I think it says 6 inches, but I cut mine at 7. Okay, so for this, I'm going to mark it. Like I said, the pattern comes with like bands. So this right here for my size, it's gonna be different for every size. For the size that I'm doing, which I believe is 5 or maybe 4, it's 9 inches. So I'm gonna mark every 2 inches. It's not gonna be perfectly even. Maybe I should go half an inch up for the hem. Wait, half an inch, then mark 2. Okay. And I'm gonna do it the same on this side. I'm just gonna transfer the marks over. Just so I know where to place my ribbons. All right, then we're gonna do the same thing on this leg. Oops. Go half an inch up from the hem, or for the hem, and then 2 inches. I just did 2 inches because mine is 9, and I'm doing 3 ribbons. So it brings me almost like to the top. You can place them kind of however you want. It's just what I'm doing. All right, so now I'm gonna take my ribbons and I'm gonna place them on top of the marks. Did I? I did not. Hold on, let me transfer it. I did forget. Okay, now I'm gonna place my ribbons. I'm gonna put them in the center of the marks and just clip them on. So there's gonna be 3 on each side, so it's gonna be 6 per leg for a total of 12. Help if I put the ribbon on. Okay, and then excuse my dog. Alright, so then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Excuse me. Okay, there's that side. And then we're going to do this side. Okay, so now what we're going to do for the legs, or the side legs, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna serge around like that, and then once all the ribbons are serged on, we're gonna fold over the serged edge and we're gonna hem it. But first we're gonna serge it, so I'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna put the ribbons down just so they stay better. There's a lot of them, so just make sure that you're only sewing on the one that needs to be there. Like I said, this is just how I'm doing it. The pattern does show it differently, so you can follow that if you would like. I just don't like the way the bands make the ribbons hit when you tie it. Okay, so that's what it looked like with them tied. So then we will flip this under, and then we will hem it like that all the way around with a nice clean hem. So I'm gonna do this side. I also feel like this way is like faster. I'm trying to do the bands. All the ribbons are laying flat. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it right side out so I can hem it. Actually, no, I'm gonna create the casing for the elastic real quick. Okay, so how I like to do it, and I need to turn it right side out anyways. Okay, so creating the casing for the elastic, I like to, I'm gonna fold it, make sure my seam is flat down, and fold it over about, what is it, like 1.5 inches? Yeah, 1.5 inches. Huh, look at me. And then I'm gonna kind of like pinch it, and then I'm gonna clip it. So it creates like a little casing. I'm gonna kind of just go around the whole thing and do that. Okay, we got it clipped all the way around, so now we're just gonna serge it. I like to start near the back or the front where the seam is. We're gonna go all the way around, and we're just gonna leave like a little, depends on how big your elastic is, so like a little 1/2 inch opening so we can thread the elastic through. You can see where I left a little opening. And I'm gonna get our safety pin and grab our elastic. Okay, so we have our elastic and our safety pin. I'm making a video. I'm making a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not mommy.
I'm making a video. Alright, so now we're just gonna put the safety pin in and thread the elastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the way around. Okay, now that it's threaded all the way around and we have the two pieces, I'm just gonna serge them together like 3 times. You can use a sewing machine if you want. I just prefer to serge mine a few times. And I'll cut off all the extra threads. Oops. Alright, and then we're just going to close up that hole. Okay, so there's, let's even it out, our waistband. And then so now all we have left is we're gonna hem the curves of the legs and then we'll come back. Okay, while I was over there, I did do our cover stitch on the legs for the ties. Then I also did the hem of the pants. So now we're just gonna tie these together. You can do little bows, you can do little knots, whatever you would like. I think I'm gonna do little bows. And that's about it when we're done. Like, you don't even have to tie them, I'm just tying them so I could take a picture. You can leave them untied if you want. And I just used regular 1-inch, I don't know how to say it, costume ribbon? I'm not a big ribbon person. I just bought it on Amazon. But I think that they have ribbon everywhere, like Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I know a lot of small shops carry ribbon too. But you could also make little ties out of fabric if you want that instead of the ribbon. What was I doing? What was that? but it's a pretty quick sew doing it this way. I would say it takes a little bit longer if you're doing the banded version, just because you have to like make the bands, and then add all the ties to the bands, and then add the bands to the legs. But that's what they look like. Their little ties.